So live streaming on our Facebook community and our YouTube. So welcome. If you are here on the Zoom, I can see your comments. If you do comment on the other live streaming platforms, it will be shared on here with Karen's help. So hello, thanks Sati for saying hi. Welcome, welcome. And if you are in the house, please ensure, if you're on the Zoom or wherever you are, to say hello in the chat. Mostly because when you participate and you're here and you are engaged, you will get the more out of this session, more shifts, more aha moments, more growth, and more release. As we're going to do all of those today. Great. So, yeah, just type in, say hi, where you're from. Don't be shy. It's just a chat box. So, welcome. I appreciate it. Where are you from, Sati? We'll let you break some ice. Hey, Darla, thank you. Hello from South Florida. Caroline, so happy. Oh, your Chi Coral Tetra Max just arrived. I'm going to be briefly talking about that system today, as well as a few others. I'm so excited for you. And Sati, you're in the UK. Andrew, so great to see you in Brisbane. Thank you. Carnell, beautiful in Chicago. I appreciate all your hellos. It's 1 a.m. I really appreciate your dedication as well. Well, I'll do my best not to make you fall asleep. Be interesting enough, but I won't take it personally. All right. Well, as you're piling in, I'm going to start sharing my screen, and we'll do a little bit of both. Hello, Jacob from Florida. Lots of Floridians. Hello. Hello, Lynn. Delaware in the US, you ordered the Aura and can't wait to get it. I'm so excited for you as well. Super excited. Some really great toys. So much more than toys. Shiny objects, your new shiny objects that will stand the test of time and assist you in everyday life, in just about everything you do. That's how I use mine. I literally start out in the morning with some DNA repair, the sound of the sun frequency. That's how I start the day, especially if you guys I'm in California, and in June in Southern California we have this thing called June gloom. And we start out the day with a marine layer that comes in from the Pacific Ocean, and it sort of covers half the state, and then it burns off. It's beautiful blue and sunny right now, but the mornings are cloudy and thick and kind of foggy. And that's when I use it to help, like I am in the sun, like the sun is shining on me. And it kind of gets me motivated and going. We'll share some frequencies. As a matter of fact, we're going to play some frequencies for you. Starting now, why wait, right? Why wait? We're going to start with a frequency called, it's a whole album. It's off our Hidden Dragon Club. And those of you who have our ultimate frequency package, our highest frequency, also have this. There is a way to upgrade if you don't, but I will play it not too loud. It's not very loud. Some of you might hear it as a low hum. How's that? And because I have this on my desk and I have the ambient sound on Zoom on, you can choose to receive it, but you will also hear like things like the Amazon truck that just drove by, because my office is in the front of the house facing the street, and my computer's like literally at the window, because I prefer natural light versus fake light. So just bear with that. But ultimately, what's more important is that you choose to receive the frequencies no matter where you are in the world, because it's called quantum entanglement. There's really no space and time. Everything happens simultaneously. So you can literally choose to entangle with frequencies that I'm playing here in California, no matter where you are all over, and just receive them. Not necessarily the sound. You can entangle with the sound, but you can also entangle with the strong PEMF frequencies, the pulsed electromagnetic field frequencies, which is what it stands for. All right, I'm already rambling and I haven't even started the slides, so I'll do that. I welcome you in. Type in hello. You're welcome to chat in here together. And I assume and hope that you can see my screen. Today's event, talk, and session is called Elevate Yourself, Community, and Humanity Through Frequency and Conscious Choice. What on earth does that mean? It's, well, actually, is that the title? Was that the original title? I have to look it up because I may have altered it along the way. I'll tell you. The secret to powerful leadership is really the title. I was like, wait a minute, something's missing. Today we are talking about the secret of powerful leadership. And this was actually my next slide after the original image. It basically is about elevating yourself, your community, and humanity through frequency and conscious choice. And it means that we are all leaders. There's a leader inside all of us. And it means different things. It doesn't necessarily have to mean actual leader of a community or being in the forefront. I'm here today to be a servant leader, to light the path. And I would love to show you the same, how to become a lighthouse, not a lifeboat. So my frequency, as I allow, when we choose to receive these frequencies and elevate to our highest frequency. And I just want to make sure that everyone could hear me. Let me know if these are too high of frequencies. I just turn them down a little bit so they don't drown my voice. Can everyone hear me okay? Are the frequencies, now that I've turned them down, were they too high, too low? I just want to make sure that you have the best experience that you can. All good. Thank you, Andrew. Okay for me. Thank you, guys. Can hear me fine. Thank you. All right. Well, leadership starts from within all of us. Okay? We hear bass well, high pitches, not so much. Interesting. I think that's okay. And that's in general with these frequencies. There's a range, and it's okay if our ear can't hear them. I appreciate that comment. There's a range that we can, as humans, hear. And even though there's frequencies that are much higher, they're less audible, we're still receiving them. And there could be frequencies that are even lower that we can't detect. And then what we hear is like the mid ranges. Great comment. Thank you. I appreciate your comments. All right. So who is a high vibrational leader? Well, it's you, as we said. Because leadership is a vibration. It's not a position. It's a vibration. You guys may have come upon people that seem to be natural born leaders, even if they're not in leadership. Somehow, in your circle of friends, in your community, in your family, there are those who seem to lead not by force, but by some sort of vibration, someone that you trust, someone that makes you feel worthy, that makes you feel that you matter. And that's a high vibrational leader. And so I'd like to talk to you today about how to step into that role on any scale, any capacity. And it starts with your leadership of your life, of your best life. I heard, I'm a mom. Is anyone else a parent here? I heard a great quote. I wish I knew it much, much early. Michelle, thanks for raising your hand. But yeah, we're mothers, we're fathers, we're parents. But one quote I heard was, a happy child has a happy mom, or a happy dad, or a happy parents, right? Wouldn't you agree with that? So it's true. Well, real quick, if we haven't met yet, I'm Galit Reuben. I'm a manifestation and wellness coach here at Chi Life, and for myself, I have my own coaching business, and I work with clients all over the world. I work remotely using quantum healing, and I work with the unconscious mind to release self-sabotage and blocks to infinitely speed up your manifestation and alignment. And once I incorporated Chi Life technologies in my sessions, everyone I worked with reported faster and deeper shifts across the board, whether it was health, goal setting, overall mental intelligence, emotional intelligence. So how I use them in my sessions, I work in groups and in one-on-ones. And actually, let me see if I can share this. Yeah, if you go to the Chi Life website, you don't have to do that now, but if you go to learn, this is my 12-week transformational coaching that we did. You can look at some of the reviews. It's just a beautiful, full encompassing on all areas of life using my quantum work with the frequencies. And Caroline is in that now. Absolutely love that course. Thank you. I also do one-on-ones. If you go here, you can do the first one-on-one session with me. So just a quick introduction about what I do here with Chi Life. I use these coils in my own life and in my session. So let's begin the exploration of this high vibrational leader, because it's not about being perfect. It's about being present. It's not about status, contrary to what we've all been led to believe in society. It's really about your vibrational state. A high vibrational leader is someone who's in alignment with themselves, with their highest purpose, and not focused on overcoming themselves, proving themselves, their ego, being right. Do you see what I'm saying? And not in survival mode, right? They know that they are in charge of their own domain, right? And they bring that energy and intention to their work, to their relationship, to their being present with their action and their intention. And by being that, they uplift others, not by force, but by frequency. That leader knows that every thought, every word, every decision radiates out into the collective. So it's a big responsibility, right? And you don't have to be an entrepreneur, lead a company, a corporation, a school, anything, right? You lead yourself first through your highest energy. So leadership is not a role, it's a resonance. It's not about titles. You transmit with your present. Your presence speaks before your words. I love that quote, right? And you're always broadcasting with your vibration, right? We've all been around people that kind of have a low vibration or that make us feel a certain way in their presence. And we don't really know what that is. So even in silence, even if you don't say anything, we're always communicating, aren't we? We're communicating energy. So being a leader is embodying. And what you embody speaks louder than words. That's your influence. Like we said, a happy mom, a happy parent, has a happy child. Because that child is in that happiness vibration. Does that make sense? Did you have a happy parent? I did not. Neither of my parents. Well, now my mom would claim to be happy, but growing up, no way. Neither of my parents. They were struggling. They were surviving. They weren't thriving. But now we're at the time where it's time to recalibrate. All right? Why now? And why you? How is this resonating so far, everyone? I just want to make sure if you're feeling up to the task of being that leader within you, starting with you. Because like I said, it's a responsibility. Let's talk about that, why that's so important now. So good. Thank you. Thank you, Michelle. And you're just typing that into me. If it says hosts and panelists on your thread here, you're only typing it into me. And if you change it to everyone, you can share it out to our community who's here live. So I thank you for just switching that out and for your participation. Thank you so much. There you go. Perfect. Appreciate that. Okay. And so what we're going to do here real quick is we're going to go through this. I just want to set the frame. We're going to give you back your power today, not just in my talk, but we're going to do the energy meditation, the quantum healing together with the frequencies that you're already receiving. So not only you're receiving frequencies now, but we're going to do quantum healing together. I will lead it and you will feel the shifts that will align you with your highest vibrational match to the leader within you. How does that sound? How's it? I think I started out a little behind on my slides. So I'm just catching up. Great. Yeah, we love that. Okay, so it's important now because we're in a planetary shift. Who's noticed that? And thank you so much for being active in the chat, because it just shows that you're with me, you're receiving, you're awake, right? You're here, present. And it's important now because we're being recalibrated. The world is being recalibrated, right? The old systems are breaking down and a new paradigm is upon us. We're in it. And this one is perfect timing. We're in the right place at the right time because this one is based on energy, on coherence and consciousness. This is the new timeline, the new life. And you've likely felt it, right? You've been called to rise up and remember who you truly are. Who are you? You're an energy being. You're a spirit, an energy, having a human experience. You're a human being. But what are you being? That is the most important question, because most of us have been raised to problem solve and react to life circumstances. And that takes away from being present. So as a human being, what are you being? if not present, if not just allowing all the joys that are available to you, all the abundance that are available to you right now and always. And so you're not here to heal old wounds by focusing on any way that you're broken, because you're not. Look around at all the imperfect people in the world creating what they love in leadership, in what we call leadership. It's so funny when there's a little spat in government right now in the US, and you look around at all these imperfect people and they're making change. They're making change from their imperfectness, whether you like the change or not. That's irrelevant, because you needed to hear that. Krisha, I hope I pronounced your name right. You just changed it to everyone, if you wouldn't mind. But at the end of the day, look at some musicians and actors and like their breakdown and all their issues, but they're out there just going for it, aren't they? Right? We don't have to give them the power. We don't have to give politicians our power, the government, the social systems and structures. They don't have to have our power. Whoever calls themselves a leader, that is not a servant leader. There's so many people leading through ego, and that is not a servant leader. That is someone, it's called a Muppet show. Yeah, I call it a circus. Thanks for that. I completely agree. It's a circus. I actually had a dream about that. I woke up and I was like, oh my God, it's just all a circus. And if you like circus for entertainment purposes only, you can choose to participate in it. You have free will. But if you really want to be a leader who makes change in your own life and beyond, just notice what you're giving the power to and placing your energy and focus on. Because if it's outside of you, you're hoping that others will save you. That's not happening. We're all here first of all, we don't need to be saved, and we're all here to serve ourselves first by placing our oxygen mask on first, so we can best serve others and live more purposefully. And that calling is real. It's not random. You might be feeling a bit off, heavy, fatigued, confused, burnt out. And it may not be something that you've noticed. Maybe you haven't put your finger on it, but ascension symptoms are real. And it may be something greater that's trying to wake up through you, telling you to let go of what's not serving you. So when you say ascension symptoms, you have to let go of that heaviness and burden that you've been carrying around that isn't even yours. They're societies, they're your families, they're your belief systems, they're the guilt and the shame and all this stuff that doesn't belong where you're going. If you're going to truly awaken and step into elevated consciousness, it's like going through a portal. You can't fit with all that baggage. Okay? It's time to let it go. We're going to do that here so you can align with that new, higher density or less dense reality. It feels lighter. It feels more aligned with who you're meant to be. Who resonates with that? Who's excited about that? So what we do, we're going to regulate your nervous system. We're already doing that through these frequencies. Who's feeling it already? It's not about effort. Oh, I'm over here. I'm not really paying much attention to my slides, but here I go. So we're aligning, and so Caroline, you're already feeling that. Who else is able to feel something right now? I am. Awesome, Darla. And you're just typing that into me. Go ahead and change that to everyone. I love it. Michelle, you're feeling these frequencies. They're already elevating you. They're already letting go of what no longer serves you because they're entraining you. So this is creating an energetic field, a torus field, a sphere of control and influence, not concern. So here's what I want to say. Imagine there's a circle and you're in that circle, the sphere. And the only sphere that you are in is you and your energy field. That is the sphere of control. You have full control of your field. Do you have control of my field? No, not unless I give it to you. For those of you who say, oh, I'm an empath and I feel what everyone else feels and I can't control it. No, you can't control your field. It's just that story you're adhering to. But the only field that you can control is your sphere, your field. When you control your field by raising your vibration to the highest calibration, the highest vibration of that leader of your life, right? Not overcoming, not trying to fix yourself, but knowing that you're perfect as you are, you're whole and complete. You're a sovereign being. That's what you're being. Sovereign. Me too, Travis. So now when you are in that sphere of control, being aware, being conscious of what you're putting out there, you influence the sphere around you. So stretch out your arms. This is your sphere, right, of control. But when you go out in public or your family, when you raise your vibration, guess what? How people will respond to you. What happens if you just walk into a room and smile? What happens? You'll get a reaction. It's an automatic reaction. People will smile back. It's the same with your energy. Smile with your energy. You walk into a room with that energy, guess what you'll do to others? Another thing you can do is this. Before you walk into a room, this opens up your heart. I don't know if you can see me. This opens up your heart field energetically. Or you can use frequencies too. How's this resonating so far? So, you are that field that creates change, not about your concern. So you see, you changed your field, you influence others that you come across, and you just made a huge ripple effect that's probably millions big without even realizing it, because that's contagious. But what if you focus on your sphere of concern, meaning I'm concerned about the environment and the world and the leadership and the wars and anything you have no control over? What does that do to your energy? And that energy is such a waste. Energy you could be placing on your self-care, your self-elevation. True? Yeah, it lowers down. I love that. Smile with your energy. Yes, please. So you don't change people, you shift your field. And then in turns, shift their field. And never you mind about what's going on way over there that you can't control. So shut off the news, please. Unless you're in the business of it. Okay? So your structure will determine your outcome, meaning your focus creates your reality. Energy flows through the path of least resistance. So if you're focused on all the problems in the world, your structure is in problem solving, you will see lots of things that need to be solved. If you focus on the greatness, right? Is the glass half full, half empty? If you focus on all the abundance and everything you have to be grateful for and everything that you already have created, have achieved, and you just want to create more, guess what you'll see more of? You're in charge of your own field. You are the leader of your reality, aren't you? So let's talk a little bit of, a little science. We know that, what is it? The frequency, like Nikola Tesla says, if you want to find the secrets of the universe, we say this probably every speaker here at G Life, as well as David Wong says this. We want to think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. And also Einstein says, match the frequency of the reality you want and you cannot help but get it. Literally, your thoughts have frequency and your body emits that vibration. So when your frequency is low, guess what? Like it creates stress. It invites disease. If it's in fear and confusion, guess what you'll see more of? So when your frequency rises, you have more clarity, more vitality, more creativity. And you know what? This is just my belief because, we're not here to heal, cure, or, we're not doctors, right? We just believe in frequency. So it is my belief, and this is all for your information, purposes only, but your body, I believe the body can, create miracles within itself because you are a miracle. You're whole and complete already, right? So what is key? There's nothing to fix. You don't have to fix any problems by pushing harder. You resolve them by raising your frequency. It's all structure. So take a pause. We've all reacted to life, right? And how has that worked for us? We've all been hot-headed and responded to something we didn't like without thinking, without pause. How has that worked for us? Who's texted in anger? Who's reacted in reaction from fear and lack? How's that worked for you? Who's forced an outcome and it blows up in your face? Who's been there? How is force and reacting to life working out? How is it to just shift your energy? Pause and shift your energy. Thanks. Yeah, not good. We've all been there. We tried to force it now. It has to be this way. And then we realize that, if we would have just allowed to be in flow, everything would have worked out anyway. I've learned that lesson many times, over and over. I finally got it. So it's about being aligned first. Check your inner state before taking action. That's leadership, right? A true leader doesn't just react and put out fires. That's a people pleaser. That's an enabler. Do you see the difference? A servant leader pauses and acts from alignment, right? And brings calmness into the space. It doesn't create more stress and anxiety, right? So you model coherence as your standard, and others will naturally be inspired by that. True? So I use Chi Life devices to amplify my field. Like I said, in the morning, that's when I'm most focused. And I love to use frequencies to help my body release toxins. I work out then. Yeah, respond, not react. That's very well said. I love that. And we have frequencies for just about anything. If anyone has questions for specific things, we can do that in the second part of the session, where if you're looking for specific solutions and frequencies that help and train you for whatever it is you would love to experience. But these energies, well, as you know, there's sound therapy, there's scalar frequencies, they have crystal resonance inside. Um, they do so much. They also have Rife frequencies as well as PEMF, and there's just about a frequency for anything under the sun. So I use them. There's also portable ones that you can take with you to work if you don't work from home like I do. There's even AI frequencies that you can have and silent frequencies. But this is how I use them. In the midday, I tend to just reboot because sometimes I tend to lose energy. So I usually go outside, I get out in nature, and then I turn on some frequencies to help me ground even more. And at night, I like to bring things down and get my body ready for sleep mode. I sleep pretty well, but I have helped many people with frequencies get better sleep. So these do very well in helping your circadian rhythm and your overthinker, calming your mind, release negative energy, negative thoughts, etc. Beautiful. And so, what do we do? Well, also there's, this helps with pain and so many other things, right? It's about the tools to allow you to harmonize your energy field naturally, not in an invasive way. I just want to show you a little bit of what's available, whether it's to support your emotional healing, pain relief, focus, sleep, vitality. They're really easy to use. Like you plug in and you run frequencies, whether it's the portable ones or these aura coils behind me. You can use them if you in your home, in your practice, in spiritual places, etc. They're great for group sessions, and they're the strongest units that we have. All right, so here's the if you go here, and I can share these links with you a bit later. There's a little, when you go to technology and you just go to the first one, you can watch these. We have the mini, which is about 2 to 3 feet in range. And this is only a yin coil, meaning it's a more relaxing energy. Most people start needing a little more yin when they start because they're higher in stress and anxiety. So this kind of calms the nervous system. But then when we go into the semi-professional system with the 3S and the Max, I started out with the Max. I started out here as a customer with Chi Life, and I was so impressed with the results I got for me and my clients. I kept going with the company because I love the results are just across the board, with everything. So here you can go and see what's possible for you and what you resonate with the most. So these do like 3 to 3 feet. These do 11 foot each, and there's a yin and a yang coil, which is a more complete energy. These max ones do 20 feet per coil, and then these aura systems 30 feet, and not to mention they all have the crystal. These all have crystal resonance inside. This does not, but again, these are the more professional systems. And this is a little bit more about our aura coils. Now, we start you out with, whether you're a practitioner or just in your home, with there's a yin and a yang coil, and it's a whole set, or if you want to fill a whole room. These are what our business centers, our wellness centers that we're opening up. They include the octa scalar for the highest, most profound shifts and all the frequencies. Now, this is something I'm really excited about, which is the Chi Resonance Med Bed. the whole experience of putting these coils on either end, having the whole frequency, you can watch this video. I won't get too much into it, but if you lay in here, each table holds 1,000 pounds, even though it's collapsible and and portable. The whole bed resonates with the frequencies. So you have vibroacoustic sound therapy. I won't take too much of your time, but I invite you to take a look at what you can do, whether it's for your home or business. And we can even if you have no experience, we can even certify you and you can have a business. Caroline just received her, wow, tetrascalar. So imagine if each yin and yang coil do 20 feet each and you surround yourself with these coils, how much power you can surround yourself with. So this is optimal scalar energy. And you can go into our site and see, the crystallines is just the crystal resonance is also expanded. Everything is expanded times 4, right? And then you can put more people in a room in between them. So the closer you are, the higher the dose, and the farther out you are, the dose is less, but you still get a different energy. And you can turn down the yang in the beginning and go more yin. And then you can start by incorporating more yang into your life, because the yin is more relaxing, expanding, and the yang is more action, go, right? It's the feminine, masculine energies that all manifestations include. And then I just want to show you the business center. And this is where you go to partner with us, and you can see the Chi Life Center license. It's a license. It's not a franchise. It's like a business in a box. You provide the space, a minimum of 600 square feet, and we provide. You provide the furniture. We can provide some the beds for extra, those vibroacoustic beds, but you create your space as you want it. But we do the first 3 months of marketing for you. We set it up in a way where you can get your return on investment within the first 6 to 8 months. We have 50% financing, and we set up the business plan so you can receive modestly 1.2 million in your first year. And so we train you, we certify you, we give you a license. And right now the price, I invite you to join this webinar replay halfway across the page, and you can download the return on investment calculator and the business plan. You can take it to your bank and you can create a whole wellness business. And right now it's less than half off. And once we reach a certain amount, which they're going fast, actually, they're starting to really take off. It's going to go, it was 120. It is 120 right now, but it's soon to be 250. So if you're looking to invest in a business with a growing income starting from your first year, reach out to me and I'll give you my info. I'll just put in my email if you're not sure, but I'll give you my calendar link. Wait, is it? It's Galit at Chi Life Store. I just grabbed that. Oh no, I wrote that just to Karen. Sorry, Karen. Let's try that again to everyone. Oh no, that's a different link. Don't grab that, guys. I don't know what's going on. Third time a charm. Galit at chilifestore.com. That's my email. Oh my God, it worked. And then getting back to that ripple effect, I just wanted to pause to show you what's possible. We have frequencies and sound libraries, over 10,000 frequencies for energy clearing, chakra alignment, DNA repair, sleep, success, immune, and more. I use them daily. They entrain you, right? And it helps you make that influence and impact that you want, that leaderships that starts from within. So what gets in the way of that? How about imposter syndrome? Who feels like they want to show up in their greatness and step into their inner power, being fully worthy and whole and complete, but feels like an imposter, fearing judgment, not perfect enough, right? You have to go and learn more, become more before you could just show up and arrive. Who feels that? Who's with me? Did I lose you guys? Just want to make sure that you're around and that you guys are still with me. How's everyone going? I would love some shares. How are you guys? Give me some love. I feel lonely here. I feel like I'm talking to myself sometimes. Thank you, Michelle. Thank you. Anyone else still with me? Did you walk away? We are here. I see some usual suspects. Thank you. I want some of you that haven't said much in a while. Sati's still here, listening with interest. Good. Wait till we do the session, the healing session. I don't even like to call it a healing session. It's really aligning you with your wholeness that you already are. So it's not healing, because you don't need to heal. You're whole and complete. Love and light sending to you. Thank you, Travis. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate your comments. How many on this session? Good question. Right now there's 16 of us. I'm not including Facebook and YouTube. I don't know who's there, but hello. Where can I get this frequency? It reminds me of Nintendo. This is from our Hidden Dragon Club. If you go here, and you can go to, this is, I think, the ultimate abundance. This is what we're playing here. And if you want a little special, reach out to me directly. I may be able to help you. And then this frequency, let me just explain it to you. Yeah, here's what's there. Universal abundance, joyful, fulfilled, and grateful. Instantaneous luck, abundance achieved, business success. I'll put this in here for you in the chat as well. Some of you already have these frequencies, not all of you, but they are special. Business success, financial wealth, prosperity attained, attract soulmate, grounding and programming, abundance ultimate 2. So this is really, you guys know this guy, Joe Vitale, he uses these. But we have pretty much a frequency for just about anything under the sun. If you go here, from anything from support for health, anti-aging, men's health, women's health, a little bit of everything. There's NAD, NMN, longevity, right? All these frequencies for you name it, it's here. So much. I mean, so much. Pets, I use this for my animals. I used to run a dog rescue, and I use this. I use these all the time. I actually helped a dog so much with hot spots the other day. Whoa, his owner says he's so much better. All right, so we're gonna do the process, okay? Because it's about embodied impact. It starts within. And I want to ask you, if you could show up in your highest leadership starting within, what frequency are you embodied? If I already embodied global impact in my local field, how would I act today? And I want everyone, we're going to start, and it starts now when you just go within and ask, how would I act today? What would the version of me that is already showing up as that servant leader in my sovereignty act today? Who are you? Close your eyes, take a few big breaths with me through your heart, through your stomach, through your diaphragm, your lungs, filling up your heart. And really go to a time and a place where you are in charge of your domain, because you are in charge of your domain. You're an energy being having a human experience. You chose to be you. You chose to be here. You chose your name. You chose your family. You chose your timeline. You already are that leader. But perhaps you're telling a victim story. Perhaps you're still giving the power to your past, not realizing that the past is no longer here. All you have is the present, and you're creating the future from your present moment. Therefore, you are responsible for your frequency, not what the government did, not what he or she said, and what you weren't given in childhood or provided with. Okay, not what anyone did to you. I want you to take back your own leadership, starting with your field. How do you want to show up in the world? What collective upgrade are you here to broadcast? I really want you to ask yourself the question of what story you've been telling that isn't aligned with leadership of your own field, with embodying the highest resonance. Because the you in this vibration that knows that you are whole and complete isn't giving power to the past and is not a victim. Is that true? So I want you to really acknowledge that. And are you ready to let go of who you've been that is out of alignment with that vibration of who you are becoming now? And I want you to decide that there's no turning back from there. I want you to choose that you're a high vibrational leader who creates coherence, who elevates consciousness, who resonates from that end result you. In my coaching practice, we say, be it to see it. Not wait for proof, not wait for validation, not wait for a certain level of made up success. You be it first in order to have it reflected back at you. You don't tell the mirror to change, right? Who does the changing? Who shifts? Right here from our Zoom, from your living room, or wherever you are. We're going to use these frequencies, and you're going to be transmuting leadership starting with you. Who is ready for that? And how we're going to do that is I'm going to close my eyes along with you. And we're going to choose to resonate from our highest purpose, being in our sovereign power as the sovereign leaders of our reality. And together help shift the entire consciousness. It starts with you and your focus. If you're focusing on the negativity, what are you contributing to society? What are you contributing? If you focus on the greatness in the world, the abundance, and how you can smile with your field of energy to impact and elevate, what are you contributing? It starts with you. And then you give me permission to treat your field. I intuitively read the field and I shift what is no longer serving you for your highest good. And you set the intention to receive what's in your highest good. Are we ready? It's going to take about 15 minutes, and I will tune into that collective field. Whether you're here live or in replay, you can play this again afterwards. If you felt a shift when the replay comes out over the weekend, you will be able to play it again and shift even more. So it is quite profound. Most of you literally will feel a physical shift. Who's had a shift from me before? Can you, share anything of what you feel before and after? You will feel more aligned, lighter, and more whole and complete because you are. We're just letting go of the limiting constructs that aren't real, okay, that aren't serving you, because you're operating from an old program that was programmed from childhood where you weren't allowed to just have what you want, because you weren't. But we're still running that program. We're still waiting for permission to just step up on the podium and lead, right? We're still waiting, and we're still fearing judgment. We're still telling that old story that we heard about abundance, that money doesn't grow on trees, and like we're still telling old stories. Yeah, Caroline and I have done I think a session, and we're about to have another one, and she's in my program. So there's many things that you're ready to let go of, but the old identity is just holding on to them because it's just so familiar. I'm ready. My 30-year-old headache just gone after one session. Oh. Okay, sorry. I'm going to take a screenshot of that. How can you not? Thank you. I don't have to share your name, but I just love that statement. All right. That's right. It was big. And there was some, you're so welcome. You're so welcome. Yeah, profound changes. Are you ready for more profound changes? Let's close our eyes and just choose to let go of all that does not serve your sovereignty. Ready? Remember how we felt when we were in charge of our field, leading our field in our sovereignty, just being present, whole and complete now? I want you to choose that. I'm whole and complete now, and you choose to get the most out of this, and you choose to let go of anything that is not that for your highest good. Ready? Super conscious, everyone here and in replay, we're choosing our sovereignty. Sovereign beings at our highest vibration as a leader of our domain. And we see this choice and see all the resistances in the way. I want to create a perfect treatment plan in the perfect order and way. And I talk to your super conscious, your higher self. And let's do massive change history as needed. We'll do some quantum healing with that, with some quantum keys along the way, anywhere that's needed. Thank you. You might feel some body shifts, energy shifting in your body as I give the commands. All parts are here for the highest good. Treating all part personalities, including the protector, controller, inner critic, overthinker, imposter, inner child, the timid. There's like a timid identity that's intimidated. I want to elevate the identity that lives through abundance and gratitude. Superconscious, treat as needed. And when we elevate to this place, we realize how nothing much else matters. There are no problems. There's nothing to solve. We step into our sovereignty, realizing how great we already are, how whole we already are. Superconscious, treat any incompleteness, unworthiness, treating any preconditions we've placed on ourselves, on others, on the world of how it has to be, putting the power outside of us. When we are the powerful ones, we are the creators. We are the master of our domain. Treat as needed. Fully align with that vibration. Treat the heart center, and the lungs, upper heart, body systems. I want to also treat some pain. Where's this pain? Pain, inflammation. Thank you. Treat posture, treat confidence, elevate confidence. Thank you. Treat fear of judgment and being seen. Treat fear of my own greatness. I'm ready to shine my light. I'm ready to speak my words. I'm ready to step into my authenticity. I am ready to lead my domain. Treat as needed. Treat that people pleaser and self-doubter. Treat that identity that reacts to circumstances. Treat the throat and throat chakra. Treat the nervous system, all body systems. Superconscious, please treat fears. Treat fear of loss, please. Treat the old belief, I must struggle. I must prove my worth. Thank you. Treat that fear of being vulnerable by being seen. Fear of being authentic. Please treat that fear of abandonment and rejection, fear of failure. I want to disconnect cords from the masculine, please, with love and respect. Treat perception, world perception. Treat structure and how we're choosing, realizing we're always choosing, and we're always in choice. Treat as needed. I want to treat forgiveness, shame, guilt. Thank you. Lots of good shifting is going on. Just keep allowing. I want to treat family history and family constellation. I want to treat any womb trauma in the womb. Thank you. Birth trauma. Treat collective trauma from family, and treat the original trauma event. Treat fight, flight, freeze response system. Thank you. Treat any belief that I'm not safe enough. And know that you're whole and complete and worthy and safe. Thank you. Treat fear of abandonment again. Treat fear of betraying or abandoning. Thank you. As we step into our greatness, we fear leaving loved ones behind, others behind. But remember, those who are meant to go with you will. And those who are not will make way for others to come into your life that are aligned vibrationally with you. Treat the victim identity, the martyr, the persecuted, the wounded, the enabler. And elevate that aspect of you that sets boundaries. Elevate confidence and self-love, self-respect. And has self-value, as you are enough in all ways, and you are whole, superconscious, fully aligned with the highest vibration of this identity of everyone here in the replay as the sovereign leader of their domain. Thank you. Treat body systems again, especially the energy body and meridians. Thank you. Treat the lungs again. Ribs. All body systems in the perfect way and order. Treat the circulatory system as well. Treat the chakra system. Ooh, something big just lifted. That's good. And I want to treat this metaphor of a diving bell on your chest. We're going to just take a tool, like a little hand chisel. I'm going to just chisel it away until it's in bits and pieces. And you can just sit up and you feel so much lighter. Superconscious, treat this metaphor, please. Big weight is lifted off your chest and shoulders, and superconscious, treat respiratory, breathing, expansion, auric field, lifting of belief and constructs in responsibilities and fear of losing control. Treat as needed. Treat all priorities again. I want to treat the emotion of grief as well. Brokenheartedness. And overwhelm. That was big. Okay, let's see. Just hang with me. I haven't grounded you yet. I just want to make sure that everything is shifting as it should. It always shifts as it should. Just want to make sure if there's anything left for me to treat today. I'm going to treat the gut and the diaphragm area. Yeah, the gut, the intestines, digestive system, organs. And repressed emotions. Good. And I want you to step into your sovereignty and authenticity in your self-expression as the master of your domain, the captain of your ship, the driver of the vehicle of your life. And this is how you make your mark in the world. You step up into your sovereignty because it is your birthright. And you accept this new way of being, which is really the original way of you to be. Fully restored, superconscious ground and anchor this identity in their sovereignty back into the matrix of the universe, including everything treated here today across all memories, timelines, and ego states. And when you're ready, you're going to take some breaths. And you're going to start coming back into your body, wiggling your fingers and your toes, coming to wakeful awareness. Open one eye and another eye. And notice how you feel expanded, grounded, sovereign. And I invite you to come into the room if you'd like to ask questions, unmute yourself, and share in our community of like minded leaders that you are, who is ready to be bold and step into their power and sovereignty. How was that, everyone? I am, yes. Karen will, thank you. Thank you so much. I would like to have a session with me. If you want a one-on-one, let me just put that in here. You go to learn, you go to coaching, and what you do is you take this link, I'll put that in, and you will check out from Chi Life, and then you can book. Is that what you mean, a one-on-one? You can do that, and then you can also book your, once you've done that, you can book the actual session. What time zone are you in? And that goes for everyone. So I put two links in. Thank you. Yeah, grab that. You check out from Chi Life, and then you take that second link and you book your the calendar booking. And I'll work with you if you can't find anything that's like in the same time zone or whatever. I'm in Pacific. Karen, are you able to promote everyone? Let's see if I can do it. I think I can. I'm not sure. Thank you. I'm going to unbox my Tetra Max. So exciting. You know, you make an appointment for, I'm just going to go to everyone and just promote as panelists. And that means you can unmute yourself, whether you're excited to unbox. It's just, I'm just going to do it. You can accept or reject, whatever. Everyone's allowed. I know Caroline has a new shiny object she wants to unbox. Hey, Dr. K. So great to have you. Dr. K is one of our speakers as well. All right, so I'm gonna even unpin. So feel free, unmute. And yeah, anytime you buy something from us, you get to make an appointment with support to walk you through the setup, especially if it's like a bigger system. Yay! I'm really excited. Are you in Sydney with, yeah, you can unmute, you can be on camera. It's a free, you're empowered, you're a leader, right?
Yes, we are.
Yeah, how does that feel? What did you get out of this session? I would just love some shares. And you're bold enough to share because you know how this works. So you're full in. You jumped in with both feet.
Yes. I love the session was very nice. I love each session with you because it's clear, it's profound, and it goes straight to the point. So that's fine.
Thank you so much. And yeah, Caroline is you're in Sydney, you're in New Caledonia. So we do work with people from all over the world, and we do ship to people all over the world.
And it
And
was and it was very funny because we were supposed to have a one-on-one session at this time that we programmed months ago that we delay. And actually we're still on one-on-one at the same time. And my box just arrived like 5 minutes before you started. So so now
oh,
I'm just very thrilled to go and unbox it.
the tetrascalar, yeah.
Yes. Because the Aura Scala just arrived in New Caledonia.
Oh, they
So
both did. She
yes,
got the aura. So Caroline got the aura scalar, the yin and the yang aura, and she got the because well, these are the older ones. Where are
Yes.
the one? Um, I was demonstrating with them, so I didn't have them here. And she got all the frequencies, the ultimate pack,
They're
right?
good.
And like I said, dive in because these are life changing. They've changed my life, and they open doors. Is how I want to say them. Yeah, they make your body feel better in so many ways. Um, and at the same time, because we have frequencies for just about anything that help with stress, that support your body, uh, your coherence, they elevate coherence. So let's say, here's a great example I love to use. When you, right, you're in charge of your domain. So if you go and you have inner peace and you go to a busy airport, right? But you are in within your inner peace, you can see the crowds and the noise, and you don't have to let it impact you. You can stay within that peace because it's an inside job, right? However, what if you were feeling still good, but then you change that busy, bustling airport with like a beautiful retreat, a nature retreat? How would you feel? Would you feel even better? Because you just changed your environment. So you could start, no matter where your starting point is, you could start it out with negative energy and then go to that airport. How's that going to work out for you? Probably not so good. We've all been there. But if you are maybe in a low vibration and then you're placed in this environment that's inspiring, that's coherent, guess what? It will do for you. That's why vacations are so great. That's why they say go camping, turn off the noise, because it's allowing these frequencies to entrain you, to lift you up. So that's a great way to explain how you can just place these in your environment. It's passive, or you can actually hold them, work with them. Does anybody have any more questions? Does anybody want to get into frequency technology? Let me share I have a free link where you can literally book um, a call about, hey, what would you like to know? Are you interested in the business? Are you interested in becoming a practitioner? Are you interested in Thank you for a great session. I have to leave. Yeah, I'd love to know your feedback. Just maybe you left, but I'd love some share on what takeaways. And before you go, please just type in a little blurb for us so we can. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, we have a new Chi Life community. We have certification. We can help you start a business from nothing, from scratch. We have payment plans. We even have, well, on the business centers, on the wellness centers, we have 50% financing, but we also have interest-free 12-month payment plans for our bigger units. So work with me and I'll work with you. Yes, please. We want to hear your success stories. Thanks, Karen. How has Chi Life helped you improve your life, whether it's even in this session or hearing these frequencies? There's a link there. We want to hear from you.
Hi, everybody.
Hey, Michelle. Thank you. I'm working on franchising with a master license, so I'm all in. Love your system. Thank you again. Congratulations. And I'd love to know where you are planning your license. This is so exciting. Super exciting. Great to hear, because this is the future. I want to walk into one of these wellness centers that you create in your market and experience your space wherever you are. I'm excited to travel all over the world and experience these wellness centers. Who can see themselves? Who's wanted a wellness business and just didn't know how to get started? Who knows that frequency is the future, but doesn't know how to create one? Well, guess what? We did it all for you. So congratulations to someone who's diving all in and saying, I'm getting there's a master license, meaning a whole region of a town. Like, a lot of people, and there's a lot of interest in Florida, Texas, and a lot of states right now. There's, I think, someone even in Asia. There's someone in Shreveport. Thanks, Andrew. I have another meeting too. I have a client in 3 minutes. I have a regular client I've been working with, and she's been manifesting millions. And we've already manifested her dream home, custom home. And last week we manifested her $1 million fund that she's going to give away. And amazing. You can create all sorts of things with this frequencies, with letting go of limiting belief systems, old identities, and as you step into your sovereignty. So I do thank you very much for being here live. Who is going to shoot me? And I resonate with that. Yeah, anything is possible. The only thing that's in the way is old beliefs and perceptions. Yeah. And if you want massive success, let's get out of your own way. Use frequencies. Use the quantum healing we just did with your superconscious. It's all, none of it's real, but we just hang on to it. And don't you feel lighter? And when you are whole and complete like that, then you take an action step. Because think of someone that has massive success versus someone that's sitting on their hands. It's that identity that just took the aligned action and went for it versus the identity that's self-doubting, that's waiting for conditions to be perfect. Who needs that? Any links again? Anyone want some links before we say goodbye? I have my email. I'll put it in again, galit@ChiLifeStore. And I have just a free discovery call if you're not sure. I did it again. I just sent it to hosts and panelists. I don't know why it keeps doing that. So there's my Calendly. There's my email. And again, if you want any of our, where is it? Is anyone interested in the 12-week transformational program? What you do is you hear a lesson for about 20 minutes once a week on a topic, and then you listen for 15 minutes a day to the meditation. And in the meditation we have frequencies and the commands that we just did, like we did, and then each week you step into a new topic. So I'll just put that in here just so you understand how it works, because it's just very shifting. How's that, everyone? Anything else? I have a lot of shy leaders here today, sitting here quiet. Well, I want you, everyone, to, if you're able to unmute and just tell me goodbye and thank you. I thank you for being here. I thank you for joining me live.
Hi, Galit.
Hi, Mario Day. Bye, Caroline. I can't wait to hear.
Yeah, I'm in. Look.
Oh, God.
Yes,
That's
so
exciting.
excited.
So excited for you.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you, Galit.
Thank you so much. Bye, Sati. Thank you. Thanks
Bye-bye.
for
Thank you
saying
for
bye.
everything.
Bye.